All right, Mr. Tulio, Miss Manuela, we are here at the closing table of the purchase of your home. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's been a long process. We're finally here. First, I wanted to thank you for your trust, for choosing me to work together from beginning to end. I know there were a lot of roller coaster of emotions going through the search. Once we found it, then all the negotiations we went through. So I just wanted to get your honest opinion of, before we started this, what were some of the fears you were having when you made the decision of buying your home?
I think the biggest one is just the macroeconomic environment that we're going through right now. It's whether we're going to find something that we liked in a location that we liked within our budget. So I think no different than most of the other buyers. So yeah, we're happy. I think about the house, but more even so the location. We really like the location. That's exactly where we want it to be. So yeah, I think that was the biggest thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
the contribution.
Of course, yeah. She's like that student that says, yes, I agree at the end of someone's speech. So, Manuela, what do you feel that I was able to do, while representing you different from other agents that you guys might have spoken to before? I know your family has purchased properties before. Tulio, this is not your first home. It's not your first go around. So what do you feel like I did different to other agents that you worked with in the past?
I think our initial approach, obviously, I know a lot of people with real estate licenses and all of that, but I think it's hard to find a real estate agent that truly does this full time. That this isn't a side gig that can obviously provide us with the knowledge that we were seeking out in the beginning. So obviously when you know a person that has gone to school, that has a lot of testimonials, that is constantly doing this day in and day out, I guess they're gonna bring a different set of skills, that people that are just starting out in this might not have.
Yeah, no, I think just by knowing you, we knew that you were going to be a go-getter throughout the process, like with quick SLAs, that the things that we would like to get done, you would at least give your best shot and that things were going to get done in time. So I think that was the biggest point, I think, for us from the beginning.
Awesome. And it might sound a little bit redundant, but how did you guys make the decision to work alongside with me? I know we've known each other for, we said 13 years now, but aside from that, anything else that crossed the mind on why you decided to give me a shout out?
That was specifically why.
Yes.
I just thought that's the question I was answering.
Yeah, and I think of what I said, right? Just we knew that you were going to have the drive and that you were going to get things done in a timely manner. So I think that was the biggest thing. I mean, because obviously I'm not a first-time home buyer. There's a lot of things about the process that I knew how they were going to go. So it was more about getting somebody that was gonna, get after it and provide us with options, that kind of stuff. So.
Awesome. And the last thing is just, if you were talking to your friend, your family member, and they tell you, hey, I'm looking to make a move or looking to buy my first home, what would you tell them about our process, our experience together? What would you tell them if they were asking you that question?
You have a very specific way of approaching the buying process, right? This drive that we were looking for is also kind of, I guess, translated into how quickly we want to go through the process. So it's more so if the person is ready to buy and make a decision, then I think you're the guy for the job. Going about it in a more like, oh, let's see, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. I don't think you'd be like down for that kind of vibe.
I'll
just
take
because
that too.
You want to make things happen.
I'll take that too, but
I think if it weren't for that, we may have not bought a house as quickly as we would have. So I think it is, I guess, like personality and approach based.
Gotcha.
Like you're definitely great at what you do, but you have a very specific style that is part of your brand. Yeah. So it's not for the faint of heart, I will say. you're down to make shit happen, is basically it. Yeah. So that I think is, you have to weigh your pros and cons there, right? Like if you're just kind of like shopping around, then I think a person can shop around on their own and then come to you when like, okay, we're dead set on what we want to do.
Cool.
So, yeah.
That's the first time someone says that. That's from all these interviews that I've done. That's the first time someone said that. I appreciate it. Awesome. Right. So congratulations, guys. Once again, enjoy your beautiful house.
Thank you very much.